I just want to take a few minutes out of my day to discuss the Boreal Mountain Anorak. This is the flagship model. From what I gather, the flagship model, this will probably be the first Anorak that they produced. I love it. It's a lot heavier weight. Yeah, I just wanted to give a shout out to Andy over at Boreal Mountain Anoraks. I really enjoy it a lot. I'm really happy with the customer service, happy with the garment, happy with everything. Just wanted to let you guys know. I know I looked online and I couldn't find too much information about these. So I had to sort of just go ahead and test it out myself, and I'm just giving some information back to you guys who are also passionate about this type of stuff. About the Boreal Mountain Anorak. It's made by a gentleman in Canada. It's really well made. The stitching is top notch on it. So the cuffs, as you can see, are folded over, stitched, double stitched. They're very solid. No problems there. Also down here at the waistline, down at the bottom, the sweep. The sweep at the bottom is also very thick, doubled over. It's nice. So it's got a paracord drawstring here. It's got some cool little beads on it. Nice little detail. And these can be used to cinch it up tight around you if it gets cold, and it keeps everything together on you. It's got a really nice, almost like a buff, but not really. It's got a really nice high neckline on it. So you can really keep out the cold. You can bring up the hood. You can cinch it all in and bundle up, which is nice. I got a size that is quite a bit bigger than I normally would. I usually wear a small and things, but this one I ordered in a large because I'm going to be using it as my winter bow hunting top layer. The size of the garment, it comes down from chest to sweep, is the same size, and the sizes are true to specifications online, so what you see is what you get basically. Really solid. It comes down quite far, so it blocks the wind from part of your legs, from your thighs. And it's roomy. I did notice that when I put it on, to get it over my head at first, when you're putting it on, was a little bit tighter than I expected. Nothing to bum me out about it. It was just that was probably my error. I could have gone one size up, but I also want to do it where I wear less layers. So this was kind of my happy medium of size that I enjoyed. So that's a large size. Comes with a cool patch on it. It says Boreal Mountain Anoraks. But I mean, as you can see, all the stitch work is super well done. There's no problems. I'm very meticulous when I look over things that I buy, and I searched it up and down for a good 20 minutes and I could not find one fault, which is A+ for me. You can also come with options where you can get trim sewed on. I've got the option of the kangaroo pocket sewn on. They don't actually come with this right away. I like that because I can put things in it, and I would say 100% get the pocket if you're thinking about getting it. And it's also got a little carabiner loop sewed on the inside for your keys and stuff. I haven't found a lot of use for that yet, but I like the idea that it's there. Now, one of the reasons why I went with this specifically is I heard that the wool has a bit of a tighter knit to it, and it actually stops the wind a little bit. I've been out in a bit of a windy day, and it blocked quite a bit of wind. So really impressed with that. Now, it's not the ultimate outerwear item. The reason I went with it is because it's quiet and it's durable. And those are two things that I really like in a garment. And now it will keep you warm with the proper layering system. Right now I have some merino wool base layers. I've got another sort of mid layer on, and then a fleece sweater. Look, I'm not even wearing my fleece sweater. I thought I was. I'm just wearing a long john layer and then this sort of other base layer. So yeah, this is it off of me. As you can see, it's quite a nice size. And I chose to go with the gray. And I was a little bit bummed out that the heavier weight wool. Oh yeah, this is the 100% wool, or as close as you can get to 100%. It's their thickest wool blend, which I decided to go with because I wanted that extra layer of wool to keep me warmer and block out the wind a bit. but they only had it in gray. So I was a little bit bummed out about that. But when I got it, as you can see, it's not really that gray. I thought it'd be a really light gray. The stripes looked a lot whiter in the picture, but everything's actually almost like a greenish gray. And I'm really happy with it. I don't really hunt with camo. I like to go with like wool, sort of like neutral, earthy tones. I like that a lot. But as you can see, it's actually quite camouflaged. So yeah, pretty impressed with this thing so far. I love it. It's there. Nice and roomy. And I can fit many more layers underneath here, which is why I went with the larger size, because I hunt -10, -15, sometimes even -20 when it goes down real cold. I mean, you can't sit for too long at that point, but it'll still shelter you a little bit from the elements, which is sweet. Nice roomy hood if you wanted to fit a hat underneath, which is a bonus. Fits a hat no problem. I even had like a sort of a Stetson or Tilly hat underneath it. It's perfect. This is a little bit long for me. I don't like that it hangs down so low for my purposes. If you're just using it for bushcraft, it's great. But I just tuck it underneath in here when I'm hunting, and I don't want it to get caught on anything or wrapped around something. Or I mean, you could also even make it a little bit shorter if you wanted to, but I like the length, I like the beads, I think it looks cool. Some points are, it's bulletproof, handmade in Canada, which is something awesome. You don't see too many things that are made in Canada. Most of it is out of the States. Customer service was excellent. Every single email I sent was responded to within a couple hours, so thumbs up to that. And yeah, the price point was about 200 bucks. So I mean, it's pretty expensive, but something that's handmade, really good quality, probably gonna outlive me is wicked. I want something tough, and some natural materials is good for me too. I mean, it's fire retardant. It repels the water a little bit. If it gets wet, it'll still keep me warm. So I honestly, at this point in time, would give this garment a 5 out of 5. I'm making no money off this review. I'm gaining nothing by doing this. I just think it's a wicked piece of clothing that I enjoy. A lot of guys that are getting into bushcraft, stuff like that, they want to have like their bushcraft shirt. This thing's great. It really fits the bill for that. I happen to be using it for bushcraft and bow hunting as well. For me, this suits everything that I need. Yeah, you got to support the little companies, you know, you got to support the guys that are out there trying to make quality products. Even if it is a little bit more expensive than something you would get at Bass Pro or Cabela's, you know that this isn't going to some corporate money hungry scumbag. It's going to someone who's actually passionate about the hobby, passionate about the woods. Thanks for checking out the video, guys, and I'll see you again soon.